Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another WFIA Friday Night Fury. We have an amazing show for you tonight. We got 2 hours of action-packed wrestling for you. We have Dick the Bruiser versus Dick Murdoch, Mil Mascaras versus Ultimo Dragon, Cactus Jack and Sabu in a cage, the British Bulldogs versus Joe and Dean Malenko, and of course, in our main event, Matt Bourne versus Al Perez. But now it's time to go to our very first match of the evening. We're starting off hot. For the television title, Arn Anderson versus Eddie Gilbert.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set at 1 hour TV time remaining on World Championship Wrestling. It is for the world's television title. Introducing first the challenger. He weighs 223 pounds. Hailing from Lexington, Tennessee, this is hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert.
Gordon, it is the biggest match this youngster has had the opportunity to compete in here on World Championship Wrestling.
Well, he certainly deserves it. He's a very able competitor, sharp, fast. He's got it all going for him, but he's got a tough one coming up.
He alluded in his interview he has been against the best, the Flares, the Lugers, and now AA.
His opponent represents the Four Horsemen. He is the current World Television Champion, weighing in at 249 pounds from Minnesota, AA, Arn Anderson.
The enforcer of the Four Horsemen, the man with a lethal left hand. And the fans here up in arms. That Four Horsemen symbol is prevalent all over the arena here. This is what the NWA is all about. The pomp and the circumstance will die with the music. And as referee Nick Patrick gives these athletes their instructions and does his inspection, we'll be back after this with the beginning of this contest. And the bell sounds, and we are ready for the television championship of the world here on TBS. And as Eddie Gilbert said, when the bell sounds, there are no friends. He respects Arn Anderson immensely, and I think it's reciprocal, Gordon. But this is high-stakes wrestling at its best. This is what separates the NWA from all other federations and organizations. The best versus the best right here for the championship.
Exactly, human chess. And it'll be interesting to see the moves and counter moves. And this is one place, I think, where Gilbert may have a slight advantage, and that will be on counter moves. As I said before, he may think a little faster than Arn Anderson. If he does, this could also give him another edge. Anderson, on the other side, has a tremendous power, the strength, and the tradition.
Overhand wrist lock, both men jockeying for position. Gilbert has the leverage advantage and takes Anderson down. He got him down with leverage and technique.
And Anderson down on the canvas, and Gilbert very wisely holding back, not charging in foolishly, not making that mistake.
I'll tell you something, I got this woman thing with Ric Flair has really got my wheels turning, and I've heard some information I'm going to relay to the fans a little bit later tonight on the wrestling hotline. Remember, fans, that programming changes every day. Here's something different every single day. That number 1-900-909-9900. Again, 1-900-909-9900. And kids, be sure that your mom and dad know you're calling. And the Steiners would say, Mom and Dad, be sure your kids know you're calling. So how it works in your family, be sure that permission is given before you call the hotline. You'll enjoy it, and you'll get some insight, and it's a lot of fun each and every day. Good reversal there by Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, taking Arn Anderson down. And Anderson single leg pickup, nice move, dropping the leg and to that thigh muscle. That quadricep femoris can knot up so easily, Gordon. It's the biggest muscle in the body. As you well know, it inserts in the knee, and that's what Anderson's working on, and Gilbert goes to the ropes.
Well, notice, too, he was also against that hamstring, and Anderson has been working on the left side of the body. He's been working on the left arm and on the left leg.
Temper's flaring a little bit. Gilbert somewhat distressed that Anderson did not break the hold as quickly as Gilbert would have liked. And the first piece of emotion is being exhibited by Eddie Gilbert. Anderson keeping that calm demeanor, I think that's it. Uh-oh. Well, not too calm. He slapped the taste right out of his mouth there.
Well, that was an absolute deliberate attempt to continue Gilbert's loss of temper. And Anderson knows, and he's been schooled so well by his brother Ole, that you can get them to lose their temper, they'll make mistakes.
Gilbert, great move to show that quickness. Going downstairs and then with a high impact move, taking Anderson face first to the canvas. And hot stuff Eddie Gilbert now back on the advantage. And he has had the advantage, I would say, more often than Anderson has in the early going of this championship match.
If you were scoring it on points, I think you'd have to have Gilbert slightly ahead in points. However, you're scoring on how much damage they've done so far. I'd be curious to know the condition of Gilbert's left arm and his left leg.
Gilbert tossed outside. Anderson there, however, Gilbert's got Anderson in a precarious position. Rams the leg right around the ring post. Now that knee pad is not going to help him on the side of the leg. The front of the shin it will, but not the side. Anderson now, his mobility will be lessened, no doubt about that. And Gilbert has his bigger opponent off his feet. And that size advantage and strength advantage is now a moot point in this position.
Precisely. Once you're on, and there's the inside spinning toe hold. Inside step over into the spinning toe hold if he wishes to pursue it.
Shades of the Funks. Legendary brother Funks from West Texas mastered that spinning leg lock. Their dad really perfected it, Dory Funk Sr. It's been used through the years. Other wrestlers have used that particular maneuver. And Gilbert now taking the leg against the grain. I'll tell you something, good game plan by Gilbert, lessening the mobility of Arn Anderson, keeping him at bay on his back.
Well, once you're on the mat, you're all the same size, roughly 18 inches. So it really doesn't, it behooves Gilbert to keep Arn Anderson on the mat as much as he can.
Anderson had a handful of hair there and popped Gilbert with that hand, closed hand, I should say. But Anderson having a little trouble getting that vertical base and maintaining it, but that left hand is healthy.
It is indeed, and Gilbert has been stunned.
Gilbert reversed the Irish whip. Good move by Hot Stuff. He's going for a high-risk move that did not pay off. Inverted atomic drop, and that spine was really compressed.
Yep, bad gamble on Eddie Gilbert's part. Bad gamble.
Anderson, the kick right to the ribs, and you could hear Gilbert screaming in pain as Anderson really connected right into the rib cage of Gilbert. Snap mare by Double A. Gordon Anderson is a great technician. But how focused, I mean, he's focused obviously, but in the back of his mind, after the war that Anderson and the Horsemen have waged with Buzz Sawyer and the Japanese, you know, he's got to be looking over his shoulder sometimes because we don't know where Sawyer is right now. We haven't even seen him. But I would not be surprised if he wasn't here watching this match, and we know he'll get involved in the case of rises. Would Eddie Gilbert take money from Sawyer and the Japanese? Dirty deeds are done dirt cheap, as they say, and sometimes not.
Well, it's an interesting observation, and I'd say right now, Gilbert,
Got him up. Can he get him down? Trying to sunset flip him. Gilbert trying to hustle him to get him over, but Anderson nailed it. He got his feet wide, big vertical base, and Gilbert could not get him over.
Being warned by the referees, Anderson has been taking some pretty hasty shortcuts.
Well, this match, as we said, high stakes at its best. Right here, bringing it to you on TBS. Matchmakers really doing their homework. Gilbert is very deserving of this opportunity. Anderson said he wanted to take everybody on that was deserving of an opportunity. He's a man of his word, a man of integrity and character, and he's doing just what he said he was going to do. He's given Gilbert that opportunity. And now Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert has got to make the most of it. But right now, Gordon, he's in a lot of trouble.
He is indeed. He's got that rear chin lock, and of course that's helping to cut off the supply of air to his lungs, and he desperately needs that if he's going to get refreshed and rejuvenated.
The Andersons will be involved in the big pay-per-view spectacular Wrestle War 90 Wild thing. They have signed to wrestle. Their opponent has not been named yet. But the Andersons will be in Greensboro on February 25th when the World's Heavyweight Championship will be decided. We know Sting is one half of that tandem. Ric Flair, the champion today. If Lex Luger has his way, not tomorrow. Gilbert moved out of the way. There's the quickness. If the quickness now coming to the front. He's stinging Anderson with right hands, and now sending Anderson for the ride. Going for the hot shot, and he nailed him with it. He nailed him with a hot shot, but Anderson close to the ropes. He is too close, and Gilbert will not be able to go to the pay window with his payoff hold.
Tremendous opportunity, and luckily for Anderson, he landed near those ropes. Gilbert came out right on the side of that angle.
Big right hand by Arn Anderson, but Gilbert has blocked it. Now hot stuff Eddie Gilbert going up top. He's going to take it to the house right here, but Anderson caught him, and it's five-buster. Gilbert went for all of it, but Anderson caught him, and Arn Anderson has found the time for the victory. What a superb contest. Gilbert went for the home run. He swung with a full count, and we're going to see it again right here. He went for all of it.
He did indeed, and I gave Gilbert credit for being the better counter wrestler, but watch this counter move on Arn Anderson's part. Fantastic move. He had the brawn, the power to do it, brought him around, and that, as you could see, took the wind out of the sails of Eddie Gilbert. A gallant.
Here comes the gorgeous ladies of wrestling.
Hi, I'm Tina. I'm into fast men, fast cars, and life in the fast lane. But you know what really revs me up? Gorgeous ladies of wrestling. It's here every week on this station.
Suicide Hulk Hogan and Mr. T. Here comes Glow!
Those gorgeous ladies of wrestling are coming your way today at 10 on WTXX, Channel 20.
マレンコ兄弟の方がね、今日本当の兄弟のくせにちょっとタイミングが悪いんですよね。
そうですか。さあ、ブリティッシュブルドッグスはデイビー・ボーイ・スミス登場。マレンコ兄弟は弟のディーン・マレンコが登場してまいりました。相手の関節技をどうくぐり抜けていくのか、このスミスであります。一方のディーンにいたしましても体力では相当力の差がありますので、何としても密着して関節に持っていきたいでしょう。今両選手離れました。両選手離れました。がっちりと今四つに組んだ巻き投げ、スミス打った。しかし相手をすくっと立ちます。この筋肉の盛り上がり、デイビー・ボーイ・スミス負けていません。ディーン・マレンコの上半身の肉体、馬場さん、本当にこの4選手よく体を鍛えてますね。そうですね、びっくりしますね。さあ、サイドのヘッドロックに取りますディーン・マレンコであります。そして脇腹に手を加えた、足に一旦手をかけてまた脇腹。さあ、力の攻撃、抱え上げたボディリフトか、そのまま突き落とすか。おっとうまい、今度は寝技。ここでグラウンドの展開、ディーン・マレンコ。さあ、スミスが寝かされてしまいました。馬場さん、マレンコブラザース本当にこのシリーズ大活躍なんですが、この関節攻撃の名手とも言われておりますけれども、しかしなかなかこの柔軟なレスリングをやりますね、馬場さんね。そうですね、別に関節を攻めるのが得意にしてますけどもね、そうやっぱこうやってレスリングしますからね。そうですよね、関節技ということじゃないと思うんですね。なるほど。さあ、今度はスミスからダイナマイトキッド、そしてマレンコブラザース、ディーン・マレンコからジョー・マレンコ。強敵不調を破って世界ジュニアのベルトを取りました。その時に見せた技はノーザンライトスープレックス、そして井上にもドラゴンスープレックスを見せましたけれども、しかし井上のうまさにしてやられました。ベルトを失っています。さあ、一方のキッドでありますデイビー・ボーイ・スミスに比べまして、体重では差がありますけれども、このキッドの3連続攻撃は素晴らしい。さあ、まず脇を取ります、左の腕を取りました。今馬場さん、関節を先に仕掛けたのはキッドじゃないですか。そうですね。さあ、相手の得意技をまず先に盗む、先手必勝でやりましょうか。ダイナマイトキッド、相手の得意技に合わせているような、そういう感じ。この筋肉の盛り上がり、静脈がガーッと浮かんでまいります。渾身の力を込めての攻撃、キッド・スミス、そして今戦っているのはキッドであります。さあ、首を馬場さん狙ってますか。キッドは首を相手の今足に、これ普通ね、関節技だとみんなレスリングですからね、みんな知ってるんですよね。ですから普通のプロレスの技をね、マレンコたちがちょっとその技がないというのがね、帰ってくるだと思うんですね。なるほど。さあ、マレンコ兄弟、ジョー・マレンコが技を切り返してまいりました。返し技の連携であります。さあ、チンロックに取ります。チンロックに取ります。キッドの目をちょっとご覧いただきましょう。チンロックには取っておりますけれども、相手のこの両方の手をしっかりと今 眼光鋭く睨み返しました。どうやって切り抜けていくんでしょうか。今半身の体勢、今立ち上がりました。ボディに手を合わせます。力で押しまくります。キッドであります。またショルダータックル、肩を当てました。コーナーに追い詰めました。この切り返しのうまさ、キッドどんなに関節に来ようと俺たちは力がある、こう言っているようです。体で表現しています。さあキッドからレビーボーイ・スミスへのつながりであります。さあこのブリティッシュブルドッグス、世界のブルドッグスにはなったんですけれども、大阪大会馬場さん注目の天竜組との対決がありましたが、天竜を相当痛めつけたんですけれども、やはり天竜の軍門に下りましたね。
そうですね、やっぱ天竜はよくこらえてましたよね。
はい、キッドが天竜のラリアットにマットに沈みまして、天竜組に敗れたんですけれども、しかし勝った天竜の方も試合後、勝つには勝ったがラッキーな勝利だったというような談話を残しておりまして、キッド・スミスを大いに称えました。さあそのキッドから今スミスへの展開、さあジョーからディーン・マレンコにタッチであります。ディーン・マレンコの方がいわゆるシューティングレスラーと言われておりまして、いわゆるこのサブミッションホールドを多用いたします。さあおっとうまく潜り込んだ、脇を取った内回転、体の小さいディーン・マレンコでありますが、体を大きく見せるんです。スミスの方がもう圧倒的に体の大きさでは勝ります。1回転した、さあいい位置を取るのか、反対にまた戻った、そしておっと逆回転、うまい、腕を取った、両方の足で返した、両選手素晴らしい両選手のこのフットワーク、お客さんが寄っています。東京水道橋後楽園ホール、いい味を見せていますスミス、それからディーン・マレンコ、弟の方が今対決しています。エルボーで押しまくりました。さあすごい勢いでエルボー3連発、今度は力の攻撃、対角線上に投げた、突っ込んだ、走った、さあどうだモンキーフリップか、モンキーフリップ、今度はスミスが立った、表を向いたディーン、呆れ返った表情、見応えありますね馬場さん、いい攻防ですね。今度はスミスからキッドへのタッチ。さあキッド、これはもうキッドはウエイトが軽いだけに相手の動きにも十分に合わせることができます。それからロープが大きく揺れた、またおっとショルダータックル、勝ったのはキッド、タックルではおそらくキッドでしょう。高速度ブレンバスターいった、1段目、次の技はダメージが広がったのか、カバーの体勢に入りました。2段3段重ね、これがうまいダイナマイトキッドであります。誠に鮮やか、3連続連打、この後もおそらく出してくるでしょう。スリーパーホールドにとっていますダイナマイトキッドであります。次の来日は馬場さんいつですかね。本当に人気が出てきましたね、このキッド・スミス。
そうですね、
いいですね。どうでしょうか馬場さん、全日本マットではこのタッグの面白さが、名物の一つになっているわけですけれども、ハンセン組、それからブッチャー組、ロードウォーリアーズ、五輪コンビ天竜組、いずれももう世界の一流でありますが、その世界のトップを行く彼らと、比較してこのキッド・スミスどうですか。
いやもう、遜色ないと思いますね。
遜色ない、なるほどね。全日本プロレスのタッグ路線というのは世界タッグをめぐる争い、そして年に一度の、最強タッグで締めくくるわけですけれども、キッド・スミスもその最強タッグに出場したことがあります。さあキッド・スミスの株が徐々に上がってまいりました。さあ非常に面白い今夜のスピード、それから関節、それから力、潜り込んだ、バックを取った、背中に乗った複合技だ。さあスミスを倒します。今対決しているのは弟ディーン・マレンコ。しかしこの力ご覧ください。スミスが跳ねのけます。馬場さん、スミスは今回の来日はシングルマッチの機会がなかったんですが、シングルプレーヤーとしても堂々戦えるでしょうね。
そうですね、
この後の全日本プロレスの来日が非常に楽しみであります。キッド&スミス、さあ一方のマレンコ兄弟、体は小さい小兵でありますが、もう力いっぱいのレスリングを見せるんです。首を取っています。馬場さん、ちょっと教えてください、これどこ苦しいですか。
いやそれはね、首は苦しいんです。でもね、この右の腕をね捕まえなきゃいけないんですね、マレンコはね。
そうですか、両方の手
そうするとね、
は空いてますね。
スミスが動けなくなるんですよね。
今度はスミスが反対に右の肩に乗せました。勝負を挑みません。正々堂々の勝負。デイビーボーイ・スミス、おっと兄ジョーが今度は荒っぽい攻撃、今度は密着プレーに出てきた、この足一発で相手を倒します。さあ今度は力で跳ね返した、両選手向かい合った、背中越し、背中にはロープ。デイビーボーイ・スミス、そろそろ力技でいくのか。まだ今夜は大技、いわゆる相手を抱えるボディリフトあたりは見せておりません。わざと使わないのか、満を持しているのか、関節で合わせています。さあまた関節を取ります。これはキッドの攻撃であります。ちょっとジョー・マレンコの表情が鈍くなってまいりました。これは効いているぞ、ロープを利用した1回転、今度は反対に相手の背中にまたがってまた両者見合いました。首を振ります。 ちょっといつもの感じが違うなという表情であります。またバックフルネルソン完璧に取った。これが完璧なフルネルソン。キッドフルネルソンを外して、またジョーに対しましてフルネルソン、今度は再びフルネルソンの攻防であります。まさに馬場さん、レスリングの基本を見ているような感じですね。もうレスリング教室ですね、まさにね。さあ今度は持ち上げた。おっとジョーが持ち上げてフルネルソン、今度はうまく巻き投げ、そして腕式逆十字、手首への関節攻撃、キッドが見せています。まさに一進一退の攻防であります。馬場さん、試合の展開はこういう流れになると思いましたですか。
ですからやっぱりね、こう見てますとね、技も確かにそうですけど、やっぱり力にはかなわないですね。
ああ、なるほどね。
やっぱりいい技をかけてもやっぱりみんな跳ね飛ばされますからね。
そうですね。しかしマレンコ兄弟も全日本プロレスにたびたび上がるようになりました。いわゆるあれですね、お客さんの反応も相当馬場さん計算に入れるようになりまして、関節一辺倒だとお客さんの反応もやや鈍くなるというようなことも十分に計算しているようですね。なかなかやりますね。荒っぽい技も出します。さあ足を畳んでまいりました。足を畳んでまいりましたマレンコブラザーズ。今ジョーが戦っています。フチ選手を破りました。ものの見事に決まりました。ノーザンライトスープレックス、それからドラゴンスープレックスもやります。ジョー・マレンコであります。キッドがちょっと苦しくなりました。全く身動きが取れません。どういう風な脱出を試みますか。足をしっかりとストレッチにして結び込んでいきます。今ロープに逃げました。さあまた立ち上がったキッドが今度は力で持っていくか。今度はどうだこのままおっとブリッジキッドもブリッジを持ち上げて、すごい勢いで脳天食い打ち、すごい勢い脳天食い打ち、うまく技を返しましたキッドであります。そしてデイビーボーイスミスに渡します。そろそろパワフルな攻撃が見られるか。まだ参りません。ジョー・マレンコ、ディーン・マレンコ、なかなかいい攻撃ですね、両者ともにね、馬場さん。
そうですね、
はい、見応えのある一戦になってまいりました。活路を開くとしたら力の方を上回るキッド・スミスの方はこれやっぱり派手な技で攻め込んでいきますかね。
派手な技で行ったらかえって危ないんじゃないですかね。マレンコたちは速いですからね、逃げるのも速いと思いますね。
そうですか。さあ巧妙なストレッチ攻撃、股先、一種の股先、これは、スミスが見せています。
そうです、このスミスがね、マレンコの足をもうちょっとかかと寄りの方を掴んだら、端の方を掴んだらいいと思うんですがね。
なるほど、なるほど、そうですか。手の方ですね、今手を合わせてる方ですね。今剥がれましたね。さあ次なる技、今度は左の脇を締めにかかりましたデイビーボーイスミスであります。大きな立体攻撃だけではありません。こういう関節攻撃も十分に知っています。さすがに百戦錬磨のレスラーです。キッド&スミス、十分に関節技に応えています。好勝負になってまいりました。今度は腰に乗せた。さあ今度は左の腕を絡ませます。さあこれで今度は、スミスの左の腕完全に動きを止められてしまいました。さらに力を加えます、いわゆるキーロック攻撃。さあマレンコ兄弟、今兄ジョーが攻めています。ジョー・マレンコの攻撃非常に目立っています。まさに理にかなった戦法です。スミスの表情がちょっと鈍くなりました。さあ関節の応酬、
やっぱりね、今日来てますジョナサンがね、これを食った時にね、この持ち上げるんですよね、相手を。
そうでしたね。
スミスもやってくればいいですかね。
今日は放送の方でもご覧いただきましたように、ドンレオ・ジョナサンの来日横顔をご紹介いたしました。本当に懐かしいドンレオ・ジョナサンの表情、冒頭にご覧いただきましたけれども、馬場さん、ドンレオ・ジョナサンと肩を抱き合わせましたけど、どんなご印象でしたか。久々だったんじゃないですか。
そうですね、10年ぶりですよね。
10年ぶり、激闘は42年の激闘、48年の激闘と2つありましたね。もうどうでしょうか。ハイジャックバックブリーカーで振り回されたことがありましたけれども、あれも思い出の一つですか。
そうですね。
ドンレオ・ジョナサン、
力がもうすごいんですよね。
さあ行きますよ、スミスがうーっと持ち上げて、うーっと肩の上に乗せました。そしてそのまま後ろに投げ落とすんです。これはダメージが広がります。デイビーボーイスミス、やはり力のあるのは得意です。ドンレオ・ジョナサンの場合の抱き上げ方はどうだったんですか、馬場さん。ああいう形から。
すっと簡単になりましたよ。
そうですか。
もう力ってもうすごかったですからね。
そうですか。肩の上に馬場さんを乗せたこともあるんですか。
ありますよ。
そうですか。往年の名レスラードンレオ・ジョナサンがこの後楽園ホールに現れました。その思い出をちらっと語ってもらいました。さあ試合再開。さあキッドであります。フィストドロップ、喉元に えぐるように打ち込むように裂くように打っていきます。そしてまたキックを浴びせます。今度は背中への攻撃、本当に密着プレーに出ているダイナマイトキッドであります。デイビー・ボーイ・スミス、それからダイナマイトキッド、ジョー・マレンコ、ディーン・マレンコ、初顔合わせでありますが、本当に身体の攻防、見応え十分の攻防、超満員の後楽園ホールのお客様でありますが、固唾を飲んで見守っています。本当に面白い展開であります。さあ今度はキッドが攻めている。スミスが今控えの方に回りました。キッドが相手の左の腕をこうねじ伏せるように上の方に持ち上げていきます。いわゆるこれも関節でしょう。脇腹を締めている。背中に足が回りました。今度はジョー、今度はアキレス腱を狙っている。アキレス腱であります。そして両方の膝を畳んだ。自分の股の間にこれを入れた。巧妙、うわっとしかし、キッドの方も負けておりません。上半身、この肉体ぐーっと盛り上がる肉体で相手の上半身を攻め込んでまいりました。さあまた両選手が一旦1回転して、ブルーの陣内であります。ここでデイビー・ボーイ・スミスへタッチであります。本当に素晴らしい攻防。体の小さいマレンコ兄弟も負けておりません。見応え十分。45分の一本勝負です。この後の展開、馬場さんどうなっていくんでしょうね。間接攻撃一辺倒ではないですよね、マレンコ兄弟。や
っぱり体力がないだけにね、無理ですね、長引くとね。
長引くと無理ですか。はい。しかし2人対1人という対決も十分に考えられるでしょう。デイビー・ボーイ・スミスを自分のコーナーに持ってきた。またリングの中央に引っ張り出します。スリーパーホールドです。この攻撃です。弟ディーン・マレンコ、さあ膝をかち上げました。そしてノーザンライトスープレックス、ここで一気にいきます。さあノーザンライトスープレックスうまく外します。そしてセカンドロープからトップロープ、さあ上がったぞ、飛び道具だ。さあ体が軽いだけで思い切ったジャンプ力、おっとうまく両足を挟んだ肩逆エビか、今度はなんだ、釣り天井に行くのか、ロメロスペシャルの流れを作ろうとする。ゆっくりと呼吸を合わせるかのようにロメロスペシャルでしょう。釣り天井2回目の公開だ。さあデイビー・ボーイ・スミス、高度な技、高角度で決まりました。これでギブアップを取るか。さあロメロスペシャル、ジョーが入ってきた。頭の部分に蹴りを入れます。そのまま落っこちました。福岡でも馬場さん見せましたね、ロメロスペシャルね。はい。さあ今度はスミスから。さあ芸術、プロレスの芸術と言われておりますね。
体が柔らかいと決まりませんからね。
非常に派手な技には見えるんですけれども、ダメージはそれほど広がらないわけですか。
いや体が硬いとね、ダメージ受けるんですよね。でもやっぱこれはタッグマッチですからね、セーブされますよね。
なるほど、そうですね。さあちょっと神戸が下がってまいりました。弟のディーン・マレンコ、ちょっとスタミナを変えていますか。いやしかし、さあそのまま飛び込んでまいりました。またロープのをうまく利用いたします。さあキッド、ここでデイビー・ボーイ・スミスに余裕を持って渡します。さあそろそろ2人の連携が見られるか。世界のブルドックスになったか。キッド・スミス、ブリティッシュ・ブルドックスであります。さあ今度は膝十字固め、膝十字しっかりと右の膝を狙います。マレンコ兄弟、弟ディーン・マレンコ負けておりません。今悲鳴を上げたのはスミスだ。スミスの悲鳴です。これは聞いている。馬場さん聞いてますね。
マレンコはね、自分の体を反らしてますでしょ。あれ反らした時にはよく効くんです。
なるほど、これは完璧に決まった。膝十字固め、今初めてスミスの悲鳴を聞きました。ちょっと苦しい。さあ苦しいぞ。グイとまた力を加えていきます。今立ち上がりました。余計効いちゃうんじゃないでしょうか。また倒した。さあ今のところは間接攻撃が上回っています。さあディーン・マレンコと今度は兄ジョー・マレンコを呼び込んでまいりまして、リングの中央ステップオーバーのトーホールドに持っていきます。今度はブリッジ、さらに効く。膝が折れるか。すごい勢いだ。この柔らかい体、馬場さんご指摘、本当に体が柔らかい。ブリッジを馬場さん難なくこなしてしまいますね。ダメージが広がっていく。右の足、デイビー・ボーイ・スミス、さあ頑張れるか。また起き上がった。もう1回いくか。今度はまた先か。今度は反対に膝を折ります。膝固めに持っていこうとするデイビー・ボーイ・スミス。そして右の手をご覧ください。アキレス腱をぐーっと攻めているんです。本当に攻撃に隙がありません。ジョー・マレンコです。ちょっと今のところのペースは馬場さん、マレンコブラザーズですね。
そうですね、
今ね。さあデイビー・ボーイ・スミスがちょっと打たれています。さあこの後の展開であります。苦しくなってまいりました。 初めて訪れました。これはちょっとダメージが広がるでしょう。デイビー・ボーイ・スミスの立体殺法がこの後消えてしまうかもしれません。肩逆エビ固め、猛烈にもう膝を集中攻撃。さあサードロープに伸びましたデイビー・ボーイ・スミスです。さあ再びジョー・マレンコが弟ディーン・マレンコを呼び込んでまいります。本当にねちっこいファイターです。マレンコブラザーズ、どこにこのスタミナがあるのか、もうこれはもう練習に次ぐ練習でしょう。体を十分に鍛えておりますディーン・マレンコ。足を畳みます。さあまたストレッチ攻撃に出ていきますか。今完全に攻められておりますキッド・スミス。さあしかしパートナーのキッドの方の表情はまだ柔らかい表情。今大きな声で声をかけました。パートナーのキッド、今休んでいます。デイビー・ボーイ・スミスが今かなり打ち込まれています。さあ立ち上がった。さあ片足だ。片足。さあ今度はパンチを飛ばす。正面からさあ力で持っていくか。バックを取ったジャーマンは打てるか。ジャーマンいった。ブリッジだ。人間鏡カウント2まで入った。すごい人間鏡。弟ディーン・マレンコ。さあ今のは完璧に入りました。ジャーマンスープレックスホールド、ダメージを受けたスミス。今度はキッドが出てきた。さあ今日は爆発的な3連続攻撃はまだ見られません。相手の攻撃に封じられています。足をうまくフックしている。いったぞ。さあコーナーに追い詰めた。まだ流れはマレンコ兄弟だ。マレンコブラザーズがもう一方的に攻めている。さあここでディーン・マレンコからジョーにタッチが行われました。ジョーは各種類のスープレックスを持っているぞ。さあドラゴンスープレックスもある。ダブルアームスープレックスもある。それからダブルリストアームスープレックスもあります。ノーザンライトスープレックスもあるぞ。とどめになるのは大型の技か。さあまた首への集中攻撃。うまくこの馬場さん関節をやったり、それから両者離れてうまい連携を見せたり、今のところマレンコブラザーズのこの作戦が、図に当たってますね。
そうですね、ここ5分はそうですね。
そうですね。ちょっと攻められっぱなしのキッド・スミスであります。さあ今攻め込んでおりますのはジョー・マレンコの方です。キッド・スミスどうやってこれをクリアしていきますか。今キッドの表情、今度は力でこうなったら力で押さえつけようというのか。今勝負は20分が経過いたしました。45分の一本勝負、長い勝負になってまいりました。キッド・スミス、それからマレンコブラザーズ。さあがっちりと相手の体に密着しています。この技はどうか。まさに関節には関節をでしょう。左の腕をしっかりと握っているキッド。攻撃が馬場さん反対になってますか。まだ違いますね。また戻されましたね。まさにこの先を読むといいますか、返し技の返し技。本当に奥の深いレスリングです両チーム。さあ上半身十字固め。さあいったぞ。一気にギブアップか。十字固めが効いているジョー・マレンコだ。さあスミスも今声を上げた。キッドの悲鳴。さあキッドコールが起こっているが、この十字固めが完璧に入っている。さあ今足がついたがまた離れた。恐怖の十字固めでありますジョー・マレンコ。さあロープサイド、今ブレイクが入りそうです。今度は肩から当たりました。さあそろそろ力技を発揮していくか。ダイナマイトキッド、そしてデイビー・ボーイ・スミス。さあ両選手、崩れ合って、揉み合いながら崩れ落ちました。場外戦であります。この勝負初めての場外。キッドが這い上がる。追いかけるか。今また弟が助けに入ります。さあジョー・マレンコ、今兄が戦っている。相当足への集中攻撃によりましてキッド・スミスケンケンしながら今コーナーに戻りました。さあデイビー・ボーイ・スミスのここは出番であります。まさに力の攻撃に対しましてこの細かい技のつなぎで相手の攻撃を封じている展開。ジョー・マレンコ、ディーン・マレンコの兄弟、本当にうまい選手がいるものです。本当に奥の深いレスリングであります。さあまだ攻めているのはマレンコブラザーズ。さあそろそろダブルの攻撃か。さあこれは反対。一瞬の隙をついてスミスの右が飛んでいきました。さあジョー・マレンコの喉元に食い込んだ。さあ頭は勾配が下げる。さあ一気にここでいくか。パワースラムか。足を取ったぞ。さあスミス肩に乗せた。オクラホマスタンピードか。一旦自分のコーナーでタッチしてオクラホマスタンピード後頭部を打った。そしてこの恐怖の連携、高角度か。ドロップキックが先に当たっている。ブルドックスが場外に落ち込みました。さあマレンコ兄弟の今 弟がドラップキックを見せました。ブリティッシュブルドッグスの裏を突きました。まさに裏の攻撃、驚きました。よく相手の動きを見ています。ジョーが飛び込んでいく。キッドを連れてきた。キッドを連れてまいりました。さあジョー軍にカウントが入りますが、さあキッドもジョー側に送り出されたのでちょっと顎が上がってまいりました。ジョーが攻めた。ジョーが攻めた。エルボー連発。今度はキッド息を吹き返すか。当たった。外した。なんだまたスープレックスだ。またスープレックス、そのまま抑え込んだ。キッド危ない。ドラゴンスープレックスです。キッド危ない。すごいスープレックスを出しました。ドラゴンスープレックスうまく外しておりますが、とどめはなんだ。まだあと2つのスープレックスが残っているジョーだ。今度はもう1回スープレックスの体勢。さあどうだ。キッド頑張った。エルボーをついた。エルボー打った。正面ヘッドバット打った。相手の動きを止めた。やはりパワフルなヘッドバット。相手の動きが一瞬止まります。もう1回抑え込むか。今度はまたスープレックスだ。フィッシャーマンスープレックス。3つ目のスープレックスだ。フィッシャーマンスープレックス。またこれも外します。すごい対決になってまいりました。ジョーが首に足をかけた。これを力で潰す。抑え込んだ。最後は見事な切り返し技。抑え込みました。最後は高指で捉えました。ヒートスミス。しかしかなり追い込まれましたけれども、
Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson, James J. Dillon, Ric Flair, the Four Horsemen. The most powerful name in professional wrestling. Their strength is legendary. Their stamina is boundless. Their endurance is beyond the ordinary. And you are about to discover their most powerful secret. This is the Four Horsemen top performance system of caplets and chewable wafers, formulated especially for the Four Horsemen.
ただいまより本日のセミファイナル45分一本勝負を行います。青コーナー198ポンドウルティモドラゴン、赤コーナー233ポンドベルマスカラーズ。
Okay, look. Okay, rope, rope. Come on, watch your man, come on. Come on. Watch your man, come on. Come on, let's go. Okay, go. Race. No. Come on, let's go. Come on. No.
ついに登場、新人類。倒すか倒されるか、生き残りをかけたリアルサバイバルゲーム。キックが全てだ、新人類。2月10日待望のゴング。
サイクリングサイクリングヤッホーヤッホー。
こちら美味しさもでっかいです。どうぞ。
こちらネギに同じです。どうぞ。ヤッホー。皆さんもジャイアント。グリコジャイアントコーン。
The second main event, a one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, weighing 235 pounds, Bryant St. John. From Waxahachie, Texas, weighing 268 pounds, Dick Murdoch. Referee Johnny Ramirez.
Dick Murdoch is in a rather foul mood today as he prepares to meet Bryant St. John. Wait a minute. Here comes Dick the Bruiser. And the Bruiser is putting his title belt, the Missouri title belt, on the apron. The Bruiser pointing at the title belt. You know there's a lot of bad blood here between Dick Murdoch and Dick the Bruiser. The Bruiser getting Bryant St. John over. I don't know quite this is all about. Here comes Dick Murdoch outside the...
Him out of that ring. That is my match with St. John and nobody else's.
Well, Dick, wait a minute now. What's he doing with the title belt?
Get out of here. Get back up there where you belong, Bruiser.
Dick the Bruiser, who's been the target of some attacks by Dick Murdoch. Dick, a couple of times you've been making comments about the Bruiser, saying you want to meet him. I think he's challenging you. Here comes Sam Muchnick, promoter Sam Muchnick, going to talk with the Bruiser. The Bruiser talking with Sam. Let me check what's going on here.
This guy has butted into every bout I've had. He claims I stole that title belt from him. He claims... Will you put the belt up? I always ring the belt. I've got the belt.
You put the belt up against Murdoch here today?
Right. For the main reason that he butts into everything I do.
You got it. Sam Muchnick's agreeing to it. The title belt's on the line, Dick. Dick, here's your chance. That belt's on the line. Dick Murdoch having a slight fit here. Now, Dick, you said you wanted this chance. You've got a chance now at the title belt. Murdoch incensed. Sam Muchnick taking the title belt, and the Missouri State Championship will be on the line. The Missouri title belt on the line right now. The Bruiser and Murdoch for the Missouri title. Is that correct, Dick?
It'll be the last time he ever butts in on me.
The last time he ever butts in on me, says Dick the Bruiser. The Missouri State Championship on the line. Murdoch stepping outside the ring.
Sam Muchnick conspiracy, and all you freeloaders sitting out there are cheering because they're getting something for free that they should be paying gold money for.
Dick, you said all along you want to crack at this Missouri title. Here it is. This is your chance. What are you complaining about?
I'm not ready for that man right now.
You got no choice. Sam Muchnick said that's the match.
A conspirator. He belongs right down the river with the rest of the crooks in a pen.
You better get in the ring, Dick. You got your chance now, whether you want it or not. Are we ready to begin the match? I think Mickey's going to make the official introduction and explain this to the crowd at ringside. Here's Mickey.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dick the Bruiser has agreed to put his Missouri State title up to Mr. Murdoch in one fall with a 15-minute time limit.
Dick Murdoch versus Dick the Bruiser for the Missouri State Championship. The Bruisers had a couple of run-ins with Murdoch where Murdoch jumped the Bruiser from behind, where he double-teamed the Bruiser with Bulldog Bob Brown. The Bruiser has had enough. Murdoch hit him a couple times there. Murdoch pounds on the head, and the Bruiser pounds right back. Murdoch knocked up against the turnbuckles by Dick the Bruiser. Murdoch in retreat. Murdoch, of course, was the man from whom Dick the Bruiser took the Missouri State Championship last July 14th. At that time, Murdoch was incensed. He said that it was supposed to be a 2 out of 3 fall match, and that Sam Muchnick, without advising Murdoch, changed that bout to a 1 fall match. And as far as Murdoch's been concerned all along, it was pure theft that Dick the Bruiser took the Missouri title from him. Well, now Murdoch, with all his yelling, screaming, and complaining, has a chance to shove those words, to make those words come true, and to shove that claim right down the Bruiser's throat, if he can do it. The Bruiser pounding on Murdoch's head. The Bruiser takes his hard fingernail, I guess, across the forehead, and then Murdoch bounces a fist off Bruiser's head. Now, you've all heard Murdoch's comments about the Bruiser. He's called him old, he's called him over the hill. Now he can show everyone if that's true or not. Murdoch tried to jam the Bruiser's head into the turnbuckle, tries it again. The Bruiser blocking it. The Bruiser blocks it again, and then the Bruiser drives Murdoch's head into the buckle. The Missouri State Championship at stake today in a rather bizarre incident here on Wrestling at the Chase. The Bruiser taking the place of Brian St. John. Could you believe how upset Dick Murdoch was with Sam Muchnick, with Dick the Bruiser, with everybody? A test of strength between the Bruiser and Murdoch. There's the bone of contention. The title belt, symbolic of the Missouri State Championship. It's been held by people like Harley Race, like Gene Kaniski, like Johnny Valentine, like Bob Backlund, like Jack Briscoe, like the Funk Brothers, like Ted DiBiase. It's Dick the Bruiser's now, and Dick Murdoch's trying to take it away. The Bruiser twisting the hands of Murdoch, forcing Murdoch to his knees. The Bruiser twisting those hands backwards. Hard kick to the stomach by the Bruiser. Another kick to the chest by Bruiser. Murdoch kicks right back. If it comes to a barroom brawl, well, that's right down Murdoch's alley. The Bruiser knows it. This is a showdown between two of the biggest stars in wrestling annals. Murdoch strangling the Bruiser over the top rope. Referee Johnny Ramirez gets to a count of 3. Then Murdoch breaks it up to avoid disqualification. Murdoch Murdoch pounds on the face of the Bruiser. That one hurt the nose. Murdoch drives that fist home to the head of Bruiser once more, and then another hard clout to the head by Dick Murdoch. Talk about wars between Harley Race and King Kong Brody. Well, here's a war right now, the Bruiser and Murdoch. Murdoch is trying desperately and ineffectively to shove Bruiser's head into that buckle. The Bruiser, he can take it and he can dish it out. Murdoch jabbing but falling. Bruiser on top of Murdoch. Knee lift to the stomach by the Bruiser. Murdoch doubled up. There's the stomach claw. The stomach claw by Dick the Bruiser. Digging the fingers into the abdomen of Dick Murdoch. The Bruiser with the stomach claw on Murdoch. Murdoch yelling out. Murdoch's shoulders are down. He got him up at the count of one. It was just his stomach claw following an atomic drop that gave the Bruiser the Missouri State title in their earlier encounter. Earlier, quite some time ago in July, and the Bruiser has been a very active and successful Missouri State champion. Murdoch reaches up for the tights, and then Murdoch drives home a fist to the jaw of Dick the Bruiser. Flying elbow drop by Murdoch. Murdoch covers the Bruiser. Count of one. Just before the count of two, the Bruiser shrugs off Murdoch. Another elbow drop by Murdoch. Murdoch covers the Bruiser. The Bruiser drapes his foot on the lower rope.
5 minutes of elapsed, 10 minutes left.
Murdoch pounding on the face of Dick the Bruiser. Murdoch yelling abuse at the Bruiser. How do you like that, old man? Says Murdoch to the Bruiser. The Bruiser fights back. The Bruiser spins Murdoch with a hard clout. The Bruiser grabs Murdoch's head and drives that head into the top turnbuckle. What a Donnybrook, a grueling brawl between Dick the Bruiser and Dick Murdoch. The Bruiser twisting the nose of Murdoch. The Bruiser grabs Murdoch and pitches Murdoch through the ropes and outside the ring. The Bruiser going out after Murdoch and slams Murdoch's head into the press table. The Bruiser driving Murdoch's head into the press table and a hard blast to the midsection by Dick the Bruiser. Once more, Murdoch driven into the press table. The Bruiser battering Murdoch outside the ring. Murdoch dropped to the table. Murdoch, his eyes are glassy. The Bruiser pitches Murdoch into the ring. Murdoch, groggy. He's in retreat and looking for a little time to recover, but Dick the Bruiser has it rolling now. The Bruiser yelling something at Murdoch. I think it was something to the effect of, "How old am I now?" And the Bruiser pounding on Murdoch's head. The Bruiser lifts Murdoch. Body slam by the Bruiser. Dick covers him, but Murdoch's legs on that bottom rope. The Bruiser spots it, realizes it was his own fault. He slammed him too close to the ropes. The Bruiser doesn't make many mistakes, and he'll recover from that one. Dick slams Murdoch's head into the top turnbuckle. Murdoch still groggy. The Bruiser is pounding Murdoch from corner to corner of the ring. It's all Dick the Bruiser right now. Bruiser lifts Murdoch again. Body slam by the Bruiser. That was a dandy. That's it, says the Bruiser. He covers Murdoch. Count of two, and the Bruiser refuses to pin Murdoch. He might have been able to get a 3 count there. But the Bruiser, who's so incensed and so infuriated about everything that's happened between him and Murdoch, what Murdoch said and done, the Bruiser wanted to dish out even more punishment to Dick Murdoch. Murdoch slammed again into the turnbuckle. One more, says the Bruiser, who's enjoying every second of this. One more, the crowd stands and yells at the Bruiser as he again slams Murdoch into that buckle. The Bruiser, a vicious body slammer, gives Murdoch a 3rd slam. Try for a pin, count of almost 2, Murdoch's legs on the ropes. What do you mean, says the Bruiser. He looks over and that foot was already off the ropes. Murdoch fighting back. Murdoch lifts the Bruiser and slams the Bruiser. Murdoch refusing to quit himself. Count of 2, count of 3. Hey, his foot was on the ropes, though. That foot was on the ropes. Dick the Bruiser had his foot on the ropes. Murdoch reached up just at the count of 3 and pulled that foot off the ropes, but the referee was counting the shoulders and didn't see it. The crowd, everybody trying to inform him what happened. Dick the Bruiser has officially lost this match. I believe the referee didn't see that the Bruiser had his leg on that bottom rope. The Bruiser still trying to get at Murdoch. The Bruiser incensed, and it looks right now like we have a new Missouri State champion. And as Dick Murdoch, the referee, was looking at those shoulders, and the Bruiser draws back to take a punch at Johnny Ramirez. Ramirez says, I didn't see that foot on the ropes. And well, he didn't. He was blocked by the bodies, and Dick Murdoch.
He wanted it, he got it.
Dick Murdoch says he wanted it, he got it. And it's Dick Murdoch now with the Missouri State title belt. No, says the Bruiser. Let's see if we can get an official verdict on this from ring announcer Mickey Garagiola.
In 8 minutes and 18 seconds, the winner and the new Missouri State champion, Dick Murdoch.
Dick Murdoch has the Missouri title belt.
Announce it. Go ahead, announce it, and tell all these freeloaders, especially that punk right there, that who is the new Missouri State champion.
Dick Murdoch with the Missouri State title belt. The Bruiser wanting Murdoch back in the ring. The referee simply missed the call. He didn't see it. The Bruiser had his leg on that bottom rope. And Dick Murdoch is the new Missouri State champion, and the Bruiser probably even angrier now than he was before. We'll be back with another match after this.
If you're not getting Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine, you're missing out on plenty of action and excitement from the entire wrestling world. Each month, Pro Wrestling Illustrated brings you 73 power-packed pages of match coverage, interviews, special features, exclusive ratings, and the famous Pro Wrestling Illustrated full-color centerfold. During this LPWA Boutique special offer, receive a full year of Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine, 12 big issues for the low price of just $19.95. That's 30% off the newsstand price. You'll enjoy year-round news of the LPWA along with all the latest from pro wrestling around the world. And now you can get 12 big issues for just $19.95. Here's how to order. To take advantage of this limited special offer, send $19.95 in check or money order to Pro Wrestling Illustrated, Department L, Post Office Box 48, Rockville Center, New York, 11570. That's $19.95 to Pro Wrestling Illustrated, Department L, Rockville Center, New York, 11570.
I remember the first time I wrestled Sabu. Sitting in the hospital having my eyes sewn back up. I still laugh about that one. I remember the second time I wrestled Sabu, laying for 3 days in traction because of a ruptured disc in my back. Boy, that was funnier than a barrel full of monkeys. You see, there was a famous song that said, preserve your memories, they're all that's left of you. Well, not yet, Sabu. You see, you haven't gotten to that point yet. We've taken it all over the ring. I pile-driven your miserable skull on a blackjack table and saw $30,000 worth of chips rolling around. Security wanted to put me away except for one thing. They were afraid. And with good reason, you see, Sabu, you bring out the very worst in me, and at the same time, you bring out the very best in me. And who's kidding who? The whole world's afraid of this match, but at the same time, they're drawn in. And as long as there's a sick society like the United States out there, I keep my job. I keep my job because the fact is, like an auto accident on the freeway, everyone wants to see Cactus Jack and Sabu, and sure, the commission's afraid. Sure, the fans are afraid. Sure, that skinny idiot T.C. Martin's afraid. And I'm afraid too, Sabu. Afraid of what I'm going to do when I cross that final line and put you out of wrestling for good. So, Sabu, I may end up in a wheelchair, but not before I strap that heavyweight championship belt around my waist. But don't worry, my friend, I won't put you out of a job. You can be my chauffeur. Bye-bye.
And Sabu. This is the rematch, the first one, Desert Death Match 1, which took place nearly 3 months ago
where the pinfall could occur anywhere in the building. This one, they match up again inside a steel cage because the Nevada State Athletic Commission said, keep it in the middle of the ring. We don't want any patrons getting hurt. So they are locked in the cage, and the only way out is to go over the top of the steel cage.
You know, 15 feet high off the floor of this cage, this cast iron steel cage, Sabu and Cactus Jack. We're going to keep in the middle of the ring, Doc, but it's going to get ugly.
Weapons in both corners of the ring. A conventional start of this match. Sabu into the ropes, comes down and has a nice leg bar on Cactus Jack. A little conventional to begin this match, Big Al.
Oh, you know, it's gotten off to a little bit of a slow start here, Doc, but you know what, these two brawlers, they're going to try and beat each other's brains, and they're going to try and stretch each other right through this cage and grind each other and make each other bleed and make themselves look ugly. But, Doc, I'm glad we're sat back a little bit back from ringside here because things are going to be splattering all over the place, and I got a feeling it's going to be both of these come back.
After that match 3 months ago.
Well, you know, it's been tables, chairs, inside, outside. They were in the nacho stand. They were inside the concession stand. Doc, they were upstairs inside the casino on top of a blackjack table, inside everywhere. They finally got them inside the ring. But fans, you notice that the Cactus Jack and these two guys, when they go at it, it's just brawler-mania running wild.
Cactus Jack and Sabu in the center of the ring right now, and it's Cactus Jack delivering a big smash to the face of Sabu. Sabu retaliates. We have not seen any weapons as of yet, but here comes the garbage can into play early on in this match, and Cactus delivers the garbage can right to the head of Sabu. And right now, face first. No, Sabu blocks it. Does not go into the cage. And now it is Sabu whipping Cactus into the cage. That one is blocked. Both men being very, very smart here, Big Al.
Well, you know, both of these guys have been through cage matches before, Doc. You just got to take a look at them. You see their foreheads are all scarred up. That just doesn't come from walking down the street chewing gum. Let me tell you that.
A big contrast from the last match where anything went anywhere in the building, this time confined to the steel cage. And remember, this is not your conventional steel cage match where you can leave through the door. No, no, no. You have to go over the top.
You know, two referees assigned to this match, Doc. Anything goes. It's a street fight inside a cage as Sabu blocks the cage running from Cactus Jack.
Again, that cage moving. I saw you in the ring earlier, Big Al, testing that cage. How is that cage going to hold up during this match?
Well, you know, I got up on top of it, and you know, fans, I'm a pretty big guy. I go almost 300 pounds myself. I got up on top of that cage, and if these two guys want to go at it up on top or anywhere else in this cage, it's going to hold it.
Pretty brave move there, Big Al.
Well, you know, somebody's got to check this cage out. You know, you got 200 guys got to go at each other tooth and nail. You know, they're not going to worry if the cage is going to hold up or not. So somebody's got to go in there beforehand, and I guess I got volunteered, huh, Doc?
Big elbows to the face delivered by Sabu. He's coming to the corners looking for something, and he's got a big piece of wood right on top of Cactus. Oh, my God. That knocked anybody unconscious, and now he's going to follow up with a garbage can. That piece of wood did not break, and now the shovel to the face, and it's heating up here, Big Al.
And once again, the crowd is on its feet. This is what they paid to see, Doc. The sadistic Cactus Jack with the shovel, and now he's rubbing it up against the corner. Who knows what this guy's going to do now? It's marbles coming loose, Doc.
Face first into the turnbuckle. That's mild compared to the shovel earlier, and maybe another shot to the shovel. There it comes, right to the head again. Who's ever seen anything like this before? The Nevada State Athletic Commission. They've got to be cringing over by their table, Big Al, and the two doctors in attendance, too.
You know, the two doctors at ringside are definitely going to come into play, Doc.
And now he goes
paramedics on duty.
Into the steel cage. That may have cut Sabu wide open. You've got chance of Sabu. You've got chance of Cactus Jack, and they are going at it. We have seen pieces of wood. We have seen a shovel twice to the face of Sabu, and now he goes twice into the steel cage. Big leg drop delivered by Cactus.
You know, that cage that Cactus Jack ran Sabu right into, that was right above us.
And he's cut. He's cut early on this match. Sabu bleeding profusely here.
He's split wide open, Doc, and the Cactus is going to go to work now. He's going to take those cuts, and he's going to grind them, and he's going to make them bigger, and Sabu's going to bleed.
Sabu trying to retaliate with a couple kicks to the midsection. No avail right now. Cactus whips him in to the cage. Sabu trying one of his aerial maneuvers coming up that garbage can, but it did not hold him. And look at this. He's going for the fluorescent light fixture. The fluorescent light fixture right over the head, smashes to smithereens.
If that doesn't cut you open, Doc, besides the cage, and he's got a piece, and he's grinding it right into where Sabu is cut. What a sadistic animal this Cactus Jack is. Unbelievable action so far.
This is what the crowd wanted to see. You got some people who, hey, look at that. Sabu busted wide open, bleeding profusely. There's nothing that Jesse Hernandez or David Hawk can do. There's no stopping a cuts of blood, no disqualification. There are no rules here, Big Al.
No, these two guys are just in a street fight, Doc. It's like a fight to the death. Desert Death Match 2. Unbelievable. Now he's setting up a table. Who knows what he's going for?
The crowd on their feet. And I'll say one thing, you don't have to worry about the crowd, you know, trying to clamor around these two guys. They're staying in their seats now. No guardrails here. And right now, Cactus Jack and Sabu going at it. Sabu retaliating, recovering a little bit, bleeding from the forehead, busted wide open. And right now, we've got a table down, and Sabu gets something from Cactus Jack. I don't know what exactly that was.
Like a tray or something, Doc, that he hit him with. And he's got Sabu's table out.
He's got a tray from the buffet, and right now they're both going to the ropes here, and Sabu trying to go to the top. A little bit too early to escape here. Cactus Jack is going to grab Sabu from climbing over the top. They are both on the top of the ring rope right now, and they both go crashing through the table.
Doc, that was 15 feet in the air, Doc. Unbelievable action. Only in the NWC can you see this. And you know what, Doc? You talk about the commission putting up a cage to save the fans. I don't know if this was a wise decision or not. The sadistic minds of the NWC and the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Look at Sabu. He's busted wide open. He's bleeding profusely, and he's trying to get to the top of his cage to get out.
He's going to the top right now, and he may get over the top. Cactus coming on over, grabbing Sabu by the leg, and Sabu is almost over. Both arms and part of his leg draping over the top of the steel cage. That's 15 feet high, and both men are at the top of the cage now. Action galore. Sabu can't even see. He's got blood pouring down his face, into his eyes, into his mouth. And now he drop kicks it right from the top rope, and Sabu is straddling, going for a horsey ride.
Oh my God, is Cactus Jack going to be seeing Soprano?
Look at this.
He got hit over the head with that tray again, Doc.
Tray right over early on in this match. What a mess.
Unbelievable. The guts and the glory, and it's out on the floor here. Unbelievable. And the leg drop by Sabu on Cactus Jack.
His patented
are cut wide open.
Patented leg drop maneuver by Sabu from the top rope, and now he's got the shovel. He's gonna come after Cactus Jack with his own shovel right to the back of the head, and another one to the back area of Cactus Jack. And a mule kick delivered by Cactus, and it slows Sabu down.
Yeah, that'll slow you down in a hurry, Doc. You know, the fans are going wild here. I can't believe that these fans are sitting here, these sadistic people. I can't believe that they're actually enjoying this match, watching these two combatants beat each other's brains in. And now Cactus is going up, Doc. It looks like he's had enough, and he wants to get out of the cage.
Sabu gonna go after him, but he's going with the shovel again, and hits him right in the leg, and now he hits him right in the hip. Oh my God, smashed his hand right against the cage. There's gotta be some broken bones in there, Big Al. That is a shovel.
Broken bones, that shovel, I lug that shovel in the ring, Doc. That thing weighs 15, 20 pounds.
Sabu trying to escape again, and Cactus going right after him. Sabu's almost out of the cage. He's on the other side of the cage right now. But Cactus grabs a hold of Sabu by the hair and a headbutt, and both men split wide open, like we said early, from shovels, chairs, tables, pieces of wood. And look at this. We almost saw the superplex delivered by Cactus Jack there, but to no avail. And now Sabu coming off the top rope. What are we going to see here? big kick to the throat area. Sabu again with another kick. Candace laying on top of that garbage can. Big body splash on top of the garbage can. Another table coming into play here. Sabu setting up shop in the corner. That table is standing straight up, Big Al. And it looks like Sabu wants to take Cactus for a ride. He's got him. No, it's a reversal. And Sabu goes crashing into the table. And the table comes back out of the corner and cracks Sabu in the back of the head. And both men go down once again. Doc, I have never seen blood spilled like this. Two guys going at each other, tooth and nail, life and death. One of these guys is going to be carried out on a stretcher for sure, and it wouldn't surprise me both if they both got out of here and taken to the hospital and spent time. Here comes another table. Has not been broken as of yet, and Sabu's setting it up again. He's setting the table for Cactus Jack, getting rid of some of the debris out of here. Big smash to the face of Cactus Jack. He goes face first right into the mesh, right into the steel cage. And now Cactus Jack is going to go down on the table. What is Sabu going to do with him here? I have no idea, Doc, but this is a trademark move for the sensational Sabu, and he's going all the way to the top. And there it is, boots up, and he misses Cactus, and the table is still standing. Unbelievable move, Sabu, he's limping. Who knows what kind of internal injuries he just suffered from that table not giving way. Now Cactus Jack rises to his feet. He's going to try to escape out of here. He's going to the middle rope. He's going to the top rope. Sabu's down now. I don't think Sabu's going to be able to catch him, but no. Cactus is coming down, and he misses. Big Al, he could have probably escaped. Well, you know, the only way out, Doc, is over the top. You've got to drop 20 feet to the floor from the top of that cage. And you know, knowing Cactus Jack, he's got a few marbles loose, and he just took a shovel to the top of the head. Who knows what's going on with this guy's mind? I have no idea. He wants to inflict more pain now that he's in a street fight. And now Sabu taking over. He's going back to the top rope. That table smashed in half, and now he comes with another leg drop delivered on the Cactus Jack. Now, I don't think Cactus knows where he's at. And both men going to the top. They're on opposite sides, and they're both going out, and they both land. They both went through tables. I don't know what happened, Big Al. Sabu landed right out in front of us here. Who's the winner? Sabu, your winner in a Desert Death Match 2. And they're going at each other again, Doc, out on the floor. Sabu's theme music playing, and now Candace takes a chair right over the head of Sabu.
Gordon Soley's Championship Wrestling Trivia Game.
Now, let's go back to this Championship Wrestling Trivia Game already in progress.
Okay. 3, 1, 2, 3. Blue, true or false?
Okay, true or false. Clenched fist is technically illegal in pro wrestling.
Oh, that's easy! Come on, Dad.
False, I think.
No, Dad, that's true. I've drawn on my 30 years in the sport of pro wrestling to develop this wrestling trivia game for fans of all ages.
Yes, the Dean of TV Wrestling Commentators, Gordon Soley, brings you this exclusive television offer. Call 1-800-645-1000 with your MasterCard or Visa, or mail $29.95 plus $4 shipping and handling to Wrestling Trivia Game, P.O. Box 23426, Tampa, Florida 33623. Be sure to order today. That's 1-800-645-1000. Get yours now, not available in stores. Bonus to the first 1,000 orders, a free sound sheet from Gordon Soley with a personal message.
Rubik, you've done it again!
I'm gonna get you, Rubik!
It's Rubik's Magic Puzzle, the new challenge from the incredible Erno Rubik.
The cube was easy. I dare you to link the rings.
I did it!
You didn't do it right.
Rubik's Magic. Pick it up. You'll never put it down.
Oh, I can't put it down.
I can't put it down. Can you, Abe?
Rubik's Magic Puzzle, new from Matchbox. You'll never put it down.
Give me that back.
It's my turn now.
Come on.
The largest indoor crowd in history. Watch as I met Andre the Giant face to face. And I'm here to tell you about it on Saturday night's main event.
And as you know, a lot of times they don't have time to stop and talk to people at the Sportatorium. But now there's something new out. The Fury Von Erich hotline. It's the 900 number, and it's something new. And I'll tell you what, you can ask me anything. I mean, anything you want to ask me. So call now.
This is your chance to join the Kerry Von Erich Club. Ask him a question or just hear his voice on a variety of topics. Call right now, 1-900-446-3434. That's 1-900-446-3434. Kerry wants...
My Wesley will always come first.
Claire is dead. You may have heard tales of damsels in distress.
I'm killing myself once we reach the honeymoon suite.
Wouldn't that be nice? But you've never seen anything like the Princess Bride.
Inconceivable!
She gets kidnapped. He gets killed.
I've seen worse.
But it all ends up okay.
Have fun storming the castle.
The Princess Bride, a new comedy by Rob Reiner. Rated PG. Special sneak preview Saturday. Check newspaper for theater.
Yep, ancient Adonis, looking good and tough to beat. Nobody beats Macho Man.
You can get right in the action in the ring with Wrestling Superstars figures. The big names are here and they're ready. It's corner-to-corner excitement. Match your moves against the other guy. Have your own WrestleMania with all your favorite figures. Because you're in the ring with the WWF Wrestling Superstars figures. Figures, ring and cage sold separately. Assembly required. It's a grand toy.
I can beat anyone.
What'd you say, boy?
It's wild. It's wacky. It's wicked. It's WWF Primetime Wrestling. Tomorrow at 9, 8 Central on USA.
You know, Bill, that's a question I think that goes without saying. I think in the people's eyes, whether they'd like to admit it or not, that I am the toughest man in the Texas Wrestling Federation. Now, you can sit there, you people sitting at home watching me. Well, this guy, he's got a big head. This guy, well, listen to him. He's talking out of his rear end. Well, I'm just telling you people exactly the facts. I'm the kind of guy that everybody wishes they could dig down in their guts and be like. And Al Perez, that's including Al Perez. He's the champion. I've got to go at him. So I'm going to be the aggressor, and it's just let's wait and see whether he can take it or not.
Main event. Matt Bourne comes to the ring. Texas World Federation Championship. The main event. And here's the champion, Al Perez. And now, here's Doyle King.
This match is scheduled for 2 out of 3 falls. It has a 30-minute time limit. This bout is to determine the heavyweight champion of the Texas Wrestling Federation. Introducing first, the challenger, weighing in at 260 pounds, from Portland, Oregon, Maniac Matt Bourne. And your champion, the Texas heavyweight champion, from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 245 pounds, please welcome Al Perez.
Matt Bourne and Al Perez. And they do battle here for the championship of the Texas World Federation. Matt Bourne, 28 years old, son of tough Tony Bourne, who was a great wrestler in his own right. And the champion, Al Perez, from Tampa, Florida. Matt Bourne hails from Oregon. And this is the best 2 out of 3 falls to determine if there'll be a new champion or if Perez will retain that championship. Here on Texas World Federation Championship Wrestling. Bourne, rough and tough and sometimes a little awkward in his moves, but always the man who can put his opponent away suddenly and quite decisively. Bourne and Al Perez feeling it out right now. Bourne, as you can tell by his body structure, is quite interested in weightlifting. And he's got a new hobby now. We talked about the other day, skydiving, parachute jumping. Going to take a pretty good-sized parachute to haul him down. Perez in the corner with Matt Bourne. Both of these wrestlers have had success in claiming titles. And that's Perez. Fighting off Bourne right now, trying to keep him out of there. John Renesto, the referee, also caught in the middle. And he's warning Bourne about staying in there too tightly after the break. These two for the championship. Perez holds it. Bourne wants it. Perez has been the Texas heavyweight champion. World-class heavyweight champion. When you talk of world-class, you talk about that great Von Erich family, led by Fritz. Bourne taking shots on the inside. Perez with a knee to the midsection. But Bourne continues to bear and bore in. Stay on his opponent, not let him have room to function. Like a good fighter who stays right on top of the man. He has to take some punishment, but he takes it gladly. Perez has also been the South African heavyweight champion. We're talking to Sam Cohen a moment ago. Here's one man who went down there and took it all. Perez trying to find his way inside. Bourne trays in, moves down. Moses really got a leg lock, not a toe hold. He's got his body over there, leaning in, keeping pressure on that left knee. And while Perez has been Texas heavyweight champion, so has Matt Bourne. He's also been on a tag team championship in Texas, the World Tag Team Championship. That was Bourne on the break, and that's exactly what Renesto is upset about earlier, as that Perez underneath the bottom rope, Bourne throws an elbow into his head. But Bourne, it said, not the smooth, agile type as a Perez, will keep that pressure on inside and keep the heavy time going. Bourne almost landed in this table on that shot by Perez. Hard right hand. That's 2 out of 3 falls, and that's the way to determine a championship. A little more time limited, giving them a chance to work through and see if they can find that moment when they can turn the momentum whichever way to the advantage, either the champion or to the challenger. Like Bourne right there. Took a hard shot to the jaw and fought his way back. Bourne likes to put his man away with the atomic drop from the top rope. And Perez has a great finishing hold and a spinning toe hold. So we'll look for those as each man tries to wear the other down. There's a nice roll-up by Bourne, a count of 2, and Perez just flailing out, and Perez realizes he is in a battle. It's not going to be easy against Matt Bourne. Took on the nickname Maniac several years back because of his kind of wild attitude, but I think he enjoys that, though he is not. He is a very intelligent and very sharp and cagey individual, so he uses that to his advantage, which probably upsets his opponent sometime if they don't know him. Bull Curry used to do that. Remember old Wild Bull Curry? I remember him well. Kicked me in the head one time, sitting ringside. You don't forget a guy like this who pounds you in the head with his toe. Nice inside toe hold right now by Perez. Now the Bull is a memory now, as Pat O'Connor, a great man we lost not too long ago. Ah, the great ones. Now Perez. Ooh, that hurts. That knee drop into the inside of the knee. That's a stinger. In football, when a player gets a stinger on the knee and that nerve is hit, sometimes paralyzes the leg and they think they've lost everything. They think they've lost the knee. Well, that's what happens right there. As Perez drops in on that knee of Matt Bourne. So time is a factor here, but time is also a factor in that this is the first fall. Here's a little pull with the trucks, a nice move with the body scissors. Hair pull, Matt Bourne. But if there is a winner in this first fall, somebody wins the first fall, we take a short watch, look at everything, and then move forward. It keeps rolling. There has to be a winner. In a championship, like a boxing championship, it goes 15 rounds. Find the endurance, the man who's able to work his way through the various pitfalls of the match. We'll see here two outstanding competitors. The champion standing and Bourne coming up. And Bourne has a knee problem now. His legs had gone to sleep on him. We wonder with a man like Al Perez, looking, he's on the ropes right now. Big and strong. Ooh, hard shot from it. Shot across the face and into the chest. Here's Bourne on the attack, and Perez fights right back. Good shot. And a kick down, and Perez takes advantage of it. Spinning toe hold, this might do it. Is Bourne going to give? Will he concede? That's the spinning toe hold. How much pressure can Bourne take? Again, Perez spins on that. This is his finishing hold. He's got the spinning inside toe hold right now. John Renesto looking in. Will Bourne? Nope, he rolls up the champion. 1, 2, and not quite 3. What a great recovery by Bourne. That's the mark of a challenger, a champion, who is in serious trouble like this right now and fights his way through and doesn't concede. Knee drop with it. Left leg, and Bourne, he's going to take a rest. And Matt Bourne surveys the scene from the floor of the beautiful Metroplex Arena on Markville Road, just off Greenville in North Dallas, off 635. You know, the folks up there in the sky boxes have their own view. The Kazootie Skybox. We're down here in the lower level, down here in steerage. Perez taking the punishment from Matt Bourne. Bourne explodes, the champion in trouble. And a forearm. And a kickback, and Perez really taking it as Bourne has recovered, and Bourne is all wrapped up now with the crowd coming into it. Perez a little shaken, a little unsteady on his legs. Missing that big move. Spinning toe hold here. Drop into the leg, drop into the leg. Look out, this could be Perez at his best, and Bourne is in trouble. The main event. Perez setting it up. Setting it up. The inside step over toe hold. He's got it well pressured right now. In the knee and in the hip. A pullback. Well, that's a revealing kind of move, but it didn't help Bourne too much. At least it broke the hold momentarily. Inside on the leg again. And Al Perez, the champion, trying to finish it off with that toe hold that he's famous for. You know, one thing he does, and you can imagine with a guy with the size and strength, he loves to play golf. He probably can drive that ball 300 yards. Matt Bourne trying to find an opening. Perez won't let him take the opportunity to recover. On that left leg, and a drop in there again on the nerve on the inside of the leg. Oh, that hurt. This is for the Texas Federation World Championship. And Perez is the champion. Matt Bourne in trouble, but trying to fight his way through in this best 2 out of 3 fall championship bout. Here on Texas World Federation Wrestling from the Metroplex Arena in Dallas, Texas. Matt Bourne. Father was known as Tough Tony, and appropriately so. And that's where Matt learned his toughness. And there's his toughness. Working on one leg, but Perez trying to finish it right there, but Bourne stays on him. Bourne leaning in. Perez attacking again the leg, finding a spot. Attacking and attacking, and Bourne working on one leg as Perez drops in again, but Perez took a kick to the back of the head. Great timing by Bourne. Bourne's trying to walk it off right now. Can this be it? Oh, tremendous reverse body slam. And Matt Bourne going for the drop, but he missed it. Perez made a great move. And right back in there again is Perez on Bourne, going back for the leg again. Over the top rope, twisting it. And there is punishment for Bourne. More punishment for Bourne. Ernesto warning the champion. Stretching up against the ropes. He's got a straddle between the bottom one and the middle one. Perez and Bourne. The championship event and the main event of Texas World Federation Championship Wrestling. Perez misses. He collapses into the mat. Bourne made a move. Another move with a kick to the side of the head, and Perez is shaken. Bourne on the attack. Great left hand by Bourne. Corner buckle. Bourne on the attack. Relentlessly pursuing this man. Perez in trouble. And now the crowd picking up the action as they go for Bourne. Perez in all sorts of trouble. Had the advantage. He's lost it now. Forearm shiver on top. 1, 2, and not enough for 3. Bourne just missed it again. Al Perez in the champion. Up and over on top. Flying body slam on top. Rolls over. Bourne 1, 2, and not 3. Oh, that was close. Perez recovering beautifully, and Bourne almost took it away from him. And running shot to the top of the head. 1, 2, and not 3 again. Bourne didn't cover him enough. Bourne says this is it. His atomic body. Oh, a turnaround by Perez. Turns him up on the shoulders. 1, 2, 3, and he got the ball. Al Perez. Winner of the first fall, Al Perez. Al Perez picks up the win of the first fall. And we're going to look at this some more. As here it is. It looked like Bourne had it in hand. Then Perez turned it over. A reverse shoulder stand. And look at that control of the body by Perez and Ernesto's count. And Bourne cannot come out of it. Let me see if I can move over here and talk to Al just a second. Hey there, champ. We'll get him ringside. Maybe a little unusual, but Al, you had this thing kind of in hand, and then Bourne came back. It's tough.
Well, you know something? A guy like Matt Bourne never quits. He's got too much gut, too much determination. This is the toughest guy I've wrestled in years. And way back then, he was still tough.
All right, Al, thank you very much. Tough is the name. There he is. Bourne, the tough one. We're ready to go with the second fall. No interruption here, just going on. 2 falls out of 3. Perez won the first one. Bourne cannot afford a loss in the second one. Perez could afford a fall, but then that would extend the time. And time may be a factor because Bourne is so used to the long haul. As he tells, when you talk to him about this, he can go on and on. He has the stamina. He's the kind of longshoreman type guy who can just go and go and go, and he thrives on that. He wouldn't mind losing the first fall. He'd rather win it. But let him take the second. Let the time wear out the champion. Al Perez. When I think of Perez, I think of Ricky Romero and Rita Romero. A lot of great names. The Junkyard Dog, that's a great name. Al Perez. Now crossing. Doing a good job here. Barring those two legs. Getting it inside. Bourne not getting off to a very good start here in this second fall. And the crowd who envisioned there for a moment that Bourne, the leg scissored and that drop, and that really puts Bourne in trouble. Again, now Perez taking over early here in the second fall. And that's kind of, would expect Bourne to strike much quicker, strike much harder. But Perez stayed right on top of him. Knew him. He had a little psychological part of this was the fact that Perez slipped what looked like Bourne's winning move. And Bourne may have worried about that.
Hey, don't you tell me what to do out here.
Little discussion between Ernesto, the referee, and Matt Bourne. Stay out of his hair. The crowd came up strongly for Matt Bourne. Always liked the challenger, the underdog maybe, and undoubtedly the challenger would be thought of as the underdog. That was a nice pop back that Bourne had. But notice Matt is having trouble circulating right now, circulating down his legs because Perez has kept so much pressure on him. Bourne and Perez. I want to remind you that Texas Championship Wrestling comes to you again on December 1st here at the Metroplex Arena. So come join for the action and the excitement. And a big event on December 8th. Amateur boxing, the ABF. Great events, sporting events, concerts. Toe-to-toe now, Bourne and Perez. Perez the winner of the first fall. And he's trying to take the second, but Bourne is fighting back. Now he drops on that left leg. And the crowd pulling for Bourne to pull an upset. He has a long way to go. He has a long journey. Good move by Perez coming off the ropes, and Bourne collapses on the mat, comes right back, staggers, takes another shot across the head. A knee drop across the throat. Perez displaying his ability as a champion, almost a count of three, and just an elbow move by Bourne. Broke it out of there, and time rolls on. Shot to the head of Matt Bourne. Perez diving in the corner. Bourne shaken. And Perez in charge now. Feeling his championship resting on his waist again. 20 minutes gone in this bout, a count of almost three, and Matt Bourne taking a lot of punishment from a rejuvenated Al Perez, who won the first fall, and continues to keep the pressure on Bourne. Matt missing with a field goal attempt. Perez now with a standing headlock. Now dropping, standing on the neck, and coming off that neck. Twice aboard. Oh, that can crush the Adam's apple, and Matt. There's the big screen look for those who like to sit up and take a few moments break. They'll never miss any action at the Metroplex Arena. It's right there, and it's right here. Perez, onto the top rope and over the top into that Middle pull, and Bourne has an opening. If Matt has enough left, he has a chance. And Al Perez went flying. Thought he had the finish. Right slam by Bourne. 1, 2, and 3, and Matt Bourne cuts back for the second fall.
The maniac, Matt Bourne.
Matt Bourne almost down and out in the second fall. Comes roaring back with a great finish. Perez went over into the top rope. Let me just walk up here just a second and see if Matt can always stand right here. And we'll pick up Matt at the corner after that finish. Here's Matt coming up. Now watch this great move he puts in here. The bear hug, the flying body, and then Bourne on top. 1, 2, and 3. What a great finish. Matt. Well, we're back to action. Go ahead, Matt. That's okay. I thought you had lost it there for a minute. Great turnaround.
You thought I lost it. That's where you've gotten a little rusty being out of professional wrestling. You just watch, Mercer, and you'll see that all you got to do is listen to Matt Bourne, and you'll know it all.
I told you that he is a confident man. All right, here's the third fall. The championship is on the line. A great turnaround. Well, he misunderstood a bit. I said I thought he'd lost it, but he made a great turnaround. All he heard was, I thought you lost it. Oh, Bourne wants to get off to another strong start here. Talking about one of the great champions in Lou Thesz, who came back to win that 8, 9 times in his career. Lose, come back, never was one to give up. And that's where these guys, the great ones.
Come on, Bourne, back up. 1, 2. Come on, Bourne.
And here's a violent struggle in the corner. With Ernesto in the middle, and now it's just a brawl in the rope. Trying to find some room. The championship is just a count of 3 away. But Perez opened up. Perez with lefts and rights. Perez coming out of that corner with an advantage. And Matt Bourne has the support of the fans. A very, very even battle, and certainly Perez knows he's in a challenge for the championship. And Ernesto doesn't want him to go out of the ring. Stay in the ring and battle. That's the admonition of Ernesto.
Don't mess with me. I know what I'm doing.
And the count can't go until now it can start, and Bourne has the chance to go back. This is the main event, the championship event on Texas World Federation Championship Wrestling. And this is the championship, the heavyweight champion. Right there, Al Perez putting his hands into the face of Matt Bourne. Kick inside by Perez. Working again. A long stretch by Perez. Like a ballet dancer, just taking a high fly split. Perez flying ahead. Standing headlock right now by Al Perez. And Matt Bourne in some trouble, but as strong and tough as he is, he's come out of a lot of tough and serious situations in this match. Well, Bourne has not been able to finish off with his famous atomic drop from the top rope, nor has Perez. Hit it on a spinning toe hold, but here's a tremendous move by Bourne. But Perez on his shoulders, and they're both shaken up, though, after that, when they both crashed on the mat. A knee lift to the jaw and head. And Perez is shaken, but both men are weary. Both now fighting on instinct and calling for reserve. And the crowd almost 100% for Matt Bourne. Time rolling along. And about 3 minutes left on the total time of this bout. For Perez, a tie would be as big as a win. For Bourne, it's nothing. And a crowd really in Matt's corner right now as they struggle in an opposite corner. Perez, oh, a high-flying drop. And Bourne tries now very quickly. Racing to his advantage, if there is one. A nice job in a reverse chin lock. About 3 minutes remaining. The time is now a factor for Bourne. Time is a factor now. Perez can hold on. It's to his advantage. For Bourne, he wants to finish it. I think the perspiration, the appearance is of the amount of extended energy that these men have had. Elbow lift inside by Perez. Another inside. Bourne on the top rope. Bourne with an advantage. Nice knee and lift inside. Now Perez hasn't caught up. 1, 2, and not 3. Oh, quick move with the right shoulder of Perez, who almost was counted out of there. A couple of minutes left. 1, 2, and again the right shoulder up, and Perez comes up. Trying to set up his man. Here comes Perez off the rope. And a sleep hold by Meyer. Matt Bourne with a sleep hold on Perez. Bourne with just time. Time that might be enough as Perez is caught in a sleep hold by Matt Bourne. The championship may be flitting away for Perez. Perez slips out. Bourne still after him. Perez running out of that sleep hold. Good chop by Matt Bourne. Back in there again. Trying to put Perez away. Trying to win that championship point. Just 1 minute left. 60 seconds left in this championship bout, and Matt Bourne 60 seconds away from a championship if he can pull it off, and a drop there that may have busted Bourne's chin. Perez with a great drop underneath. Comes up with a left hook to the midsection. And Bourne losing his advantage. Perez fighting now. Time running out. Perez first fall. Bourne the second fall. Trying to come up with a suplex, but Bourne won't have it. Perez trying to come up with a suplex. Missing. Forearm shiver, and down goes Bourne. Perez. Time just about running out. And there's the bell, ending the bout at a fall apiece. The bell rings, the bout goes on as the referee has to separate them now. But a great battle to the finish with Perez and Bourne.
Draw. Al Perez retains the Texas Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship.
Al Perez still the winner as Matt Bourne challenged and challenged beautifully. But Bourne stays in there. And Matt Bourne doesn't concede easily. Okay. Gonna shake hands. As good challenger, as good champion. Looking at each other, and there's a handshake. Great finish. Great finish. Matt Bourne showing the class of challenger he is, and Al Perez the class of champion that he is. So there it is, Al Perez, the world champion. We'll be back in just a moment.
Since 1967, the Wrestling Fans International Association has united wrestling fans around the world. As a non-profit charity, we preserve wrestling history, support independent wrestling, and help those in the wrestling community who are in need. For the fans, by the fans. Join us at thewfia.org. WFIA, preserving the past, supporting the future.